Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do a video on acrylic pouring for beginners. I'm going to use craft paints because that's what I think you should use to start with until you start getting big cells, small cells, and you have control of your outcome. Again, we're going to use colors that are within the same family, and I'm going to because we have craft paints, we don't have translucent and opaque. What we have is neon and opaque. So let's get ready. I'm going to show you what I balance my water by putting baking soda in it so that it's alkaline and not acid. I use CRC heavy duty silicone. You can buy it in the auto department of big stores like Walmart, and you'll find it in Home Depot and several other stores. Okay, we are going to be pouring on these little 4-inch by 4-inch canvases, which I suggest that you do when you're first starting. You can line them up, go ahead and nail push pins in the back so that they will be elevated, and you can move them into a controlled space, maybe a space that doesn't have a fan running because now it's summertime and too much air conditioning, and this way they will dry evenly with the airflow going on top as well as underneath. And you need to keep your paintings level because after you pour or flip cup on them, you don't want them leaning to the side and all your nice good stuff to wash off your painting. These tiny 2-ounce cups, they come with lids, and you can purchase them at Dollar Tree, and a good price or a fair price for these are $1 for 10. Okay, this color is opaque. I don't know why I said it was transparent, but this one is opaque. This one is neon purple, and this is just a store brand that we have here. It's AC Moore. They're on the east coast of the United States, and they are not doing shipping at this time. So here we go. I can help you find the place if you turn. Oh my God, there goes Siri. She thinks I'm talking to him. Well, I have a male voice on Siri, but still, he thinks I'm talking to him. I'm not. No, thank you, Siri. Does he know me? So what do you say? I can help you find a place if you turn on location services. Go to location services. I usually listen to Pandora when I'm pouring, when I'm mixing, and I have to turn it off when I make the video because otherwise I'll get copy infringement. So anyway, okay, here we go. So now you need to mix that right. 1 part paint to 2 to 3 parts pouring medium. As you go up in grade of paint, so these are craft paints. So then there's student grade paints, which would be something like these. Okay, these are student grade. They're nice and creamy. So when you have creamy paints, you could thin down your pouring medium. So 20 to 30% to paint, you put pouring medium. So 20 to 30%, and I just guess. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And I suggest that you first pour all your paints in the cups, and then this is white. I poured it into a big thing because I use so much of it. Oh, that was pouring medium. Bummer. Okay. So that's why you pour all your colors into a cup first. Exactly that reason, because the white and the pouring medium gets mixed up. I'm going to use a lot of white. We usually use a lot of white, so you may as well overmix your white. Like, make twice as much white as you do other colors. And the reason you mix them all in order is so you don't mess up your white. Then you put all the colors out, then pour pouring medium into each one. And I made that mistake just for you, so that you could see why it's important to make all your cups with paint in them. And then add the pouring medium, and then mix them all, and then add silicone as you please, and then pour your dirty cup. Okay, now, as I said, the thinner your paint, the thicker your pouring medium. Got that? The thinner the paint that you're working with, or the cheaper the paint usually, the thicker your pouring medium is. So after we mix paint and pouring medium, we need to add water sometimes. It depends how thin or thick you made your pouring medium. Okay, so that's really perfect. See how that comes off the cup? I mean off the stick. So, okay, while I'm remembering, I want to give a word of caution. Okay, this is my little silicone jar. I went out and did a pour on the road, and so when I packed it up, I wanted to make sure that it didn't leak all over my other things. So I packed it like this. Okay, and so that's what I did. Well, I came home, took it out of my packing, and left it over on my table. So while I did the pour, while I was away, I took the big can of silicone, which I don't see right now, and I took it outside. It was very humid, and for some reason I was in a hurry, and I didn't take my face away from the can very far. This, I got such a bad headache all night, and I couldn't sleep, and I got up in the morning, and it was all day. So I went over here to my studio, and I started smelling around. This tissue somehow really made it smell in the room. So then what I did was I took it in here. Oh, and I put a lid on it like this, or a different cup like this. Here, this is what I did to it. I stuffed it down in there. I put a lid on it. Then I double bagged it. So I'm just not willing to take the chance. If that wasn't it, that's how I store it. If you have it, some people put it in a container like this after they spray, or something with a bigger open top. Please put the cap on it. I've never had a headache like that. Okay, so, oh no, now I gotta get my silicone out. It's buried. So that was my precaution, and please take your silicone outside and spray it into another bottle. It's something that you can drip it out of. Phew. See, it smells more. Phew. Once I got it near the paper towel, somehow it absorbs the chemicals. So, all right, we're gonna get ready and put the silicone in my family of colors, because we like to have harmony. This is gonna be loud harmony, because these are not just transparent, they're neon. So, okay, I'm gonna put one, oh shoot, I was gonna put one drop in the white, but too late. This is coming out rather a lot. Okay, so then stir vigorously for lots of cells, and for small cells, and just stir a little bit for big cells. And they're going to get mixed up when you pour them into your main cup anyway. I like to pour into my main cup dead center, because if you pour it down the sides of the cup, you know, if you're not dead center, it creates ribbons, and I'm not fond of that too much. So I've thought about how these colors are going to react next to each other. I thought it out while I was off camera, and I made a decision about that. And this is a two ounce cup, and it will cover the 4 ounce cup for sure. I was going to grab something so I don't ruin my whole big paper. Hang on. I'd like to thank my sponsors. You guys, people who are sponsoring me, can choose from one of the paintings up here. One or two. Those are names will be picked from May 19th to June 30th. And I'll put your names in right here. Zoop. Okay, again, I'm pouring opaque, transparent, that's transparent, trying to get it dead center, opaque, it was transparent, and I suspect this is opaque. What do we want it, guys? More purple, more pink, or more blue? Well, okay, I'm gonna leave it just like that. It's gonna be a lot of white with a little color, and I think that's gonna be pretty. So for me, most of you guys will just flip once, okay? I like to flip twice. So for this time, because this is a beginner, using craft paint, we're just gonna go like that, and I'm gonna pick the cup straight up. I usually move it and do other things. So just for beginners, we're gonna see what happens. So normally we just flip, torch, tilt. Okay, there's some wormy-like things. There's like a caterpillar right there. Okay, so I really just kind of wish it was like it is. I know that's going to end up being tipped off, but I don't want to tip off the rest. Okay, so it already looks funky to me because I'm so used to using a better grade of paints. When I edit the video, I will do an up close right there, and you will see the difference between all my other videos and this one. That the white paint is inexpensive, and that's why it's shattering. It's almost, you could tell that it's going to crack pretty soon. So let's get that off the canvas, so when it dries you'll have a pretty painting. And remember, guys, this is for newbies, and I hope, in my hope of hopes, that as a new person, as a beginner, that you can get results like this. Now this is wet, and it will look like, will dry darker, but if you use something like triple thick in the craft paints department, you should be able to get something like this. I like the idea of putting the paper underneath because I'm running out of these big papers that I got from, I think it was a printing shop, big, huge printing shop that went out of business. And they just, the paper sat there in this paper factory-like place. And when a guy bought it to make it into a printing, he was gonna make it into a storage unit. So he just put a thing on Facebook or Craigslist, because it's just blocks away from me. He just put on, come get all the free paper you want. And I didn't know if I was collecting it for my pastels, paintings, or what. But then I just started using it so the shine wouldn't come up off of my glass top. Okay, so welcome to acrylic pouring. I hope your first pour turns out like this. And please share my videos and subscribe, hit the bell, and be kind to one another. Okay. All right, let's use the same cup, only pour in a different order. Let's try purple, blue, no, purple, white. White looks really funny. Something's in it. Purple, white. Oh, look, none of the white showed up in there. I'm just going to pour straight white. That was weird. That's right. The first painting, there was no white. Okay. So, neon pink. Blue. And this dark color came out really pretty. Okay, let's flip this one twice because I didn't. This canvas has this error, but I can't believe two of them had it because I thought I eliminated that one. Yeah, see this other one? That's what happens when you buy them in the pack. And this is just for demonstrations. So, okay, here we go. I think it's easier to cover the canvas when I pull. Maybe that's why I pull. Still no white. Try to keep this in the center of your viewing area. I don't want to lose that little bit. So I can push it back. Uh-oh. Flipperonied. I'm a genius. This is called Go Fetch. Okay, I don't need to mess with the sides while you're watching. Let's see how straight I can get it for the camera. Pretty close. Here we go. Pour, tilt. We're supposed to pour, torch, and tilt, but I did it again. This is beautiful. Really, really pretty. Let's brag about your own paintings, Lily. That's not right. Okay. Oh, this way. I gotta come this way for you to see. Okay, we got 2 pours out of that. Let me take the... Okay, beginners, I think this would be pretty good. This is really pretty, and I have the lighting better. I ended the first one not knowing I was going to do the second one. And now I'm trying to aim the light on the canvas without making a big light spot on it. So I hope you enjoyed these videos put together. And please share my videos. Maybe hit subscribe if you like them. And if I've missed anything, please watch one other video.